Friendly.
In the spirit of creating awareness in learning institutions, USIU Africa organized an event to mark the Deaf Awareness Month. Take a look.
The Deaf Awareness Week, which happens once a year, took place at the United States International University, where many congregated with the aim of creating awareness.
As you rightfully know, it's the Deaf Awareness Week, so it's a very special day to us, and we are thrilled that many people gathered here. So we launched a program here because we had 4 students. So we want to spread awareness to the hearing people so that they can know and understand the deaf culture. My objective is to spread love through interaction, not only the deaf interacting alone, but incorporating themselves into the hearing world and the general public so that we get included. So that is what we expect to achieve today. We will have a panel discussion. So our objective is experience sharing, like I'd said. We want a clear understanding about the different perspectives, so it's more of a learning process.
Among the invited guests was Charlene Ruto. Out of an encounter she had with a lady who was deaf, she developed a keen interest in sign language.
I met a deaf young lady earlier this year, and we were having a meeting. So it was so interesting to me how she was able to communicate through a sign language interpreter directly to me. And I wanted that the next time I meet her, we can communicate directly. And that is how I picked up to learn Kenyan Sign Language. And it has been such a joy, it's been such a pleasure, it has stretched me, I've learned patience, it has triggered a part of my brain I didn't know that I had. So as I was learning about the language, I learned about the community, I learned about the culture, and I got to love these people, and they loved me back. You know, what makes a community? It's not a tribe, it's not, something that, is related to being tribal, or it's not about different kind of groups of people, but when people love you and you love them back, I feel this is what really makes a community.
Luke Muleka, the managing director of Science Media TV, acknowledges the fact that over time there has been an improvement in the milestones made by the deaf community.
There is a lot of gaining of ground. For example, here at USIU Africa, we're having deaf students who've been admitted to do various courses. We have seen a deaf person doing IT, we have a deaf person doing finance. So you realize that now people are opening up, and what has been closing up this has just been communication. And because of the innovative ways, the opening up, what I call the building of mental ramps within even the higher level of institutions and management of the institutions, that now we are seeing deaf people now being taken up to do those roles that we didn't know, and those courses that people will not imagine that they can do. And remember, what has just been factoring them out is just communication, and that is availability of a sign language interpreter. We find it very crucial to find out how do we integrate the deaf people within the community, and this calls for communication. Remember that what factors out the deaf from integration within the development society of the society and the country is just one aspect called communication. That's why we decided, how do we bridge this gap? So we introduced a system that was invented during COVID to be able to help to propagate this communication component so that no deaf is factored out because of lack of a sign language interpreter. And we've seen this is helping so much that institutions are taking up this. We look at healthcare, we look at banking, we look at education, we look at work environment whereby deaf people have been factored out greatly. So we are looking at futuristic assistal being one of that solution that is going to help the deaf people to be able to integrate it into the community.
Ashura Michael, an advocate by profession who is constantly involved in the advocacy, was a happy guest, this being a good opportunity for awareness creation.
So today we are gathered here at USIU Africa at the invitation to come and grace the International Deaf Awareness Week, because every year in the month of September, globally, we celebrate the Deaf Awareness Week. We celebrate the deaf people, not only about the language, but also about our lives, our challenges, our successes, the opportunities that we have, and the available opportunities. So this year, Kenya will be focusing on the Kenya Sign Language Bill, which is already in Parliament, actually being spearheaded by Honorable Umi. So this month, we are also focusing on, we are saying our theme is all the deaf can sign everywhere and anywhere. So the USIU has embraced persons with disabilities. They have promoted 4 deaf students here. This is a very nice stepping stone, and we are hoping that more deaf people can join higher education.
She shared some of the challenges faced by the deaf community.
We have myriads of challenges. For instance, communication barrier. You see, communication is one way to achieve everything, even it comes to opportunity. As we live, we all depend on communication, and communication is a problem here. You have asked me how we have been able to mitigate those challenges. Because I do believe in myself. So if you want to change this world, you have to stand in front and change. You see, I take my challenge as an opportunity to change the negative perspective. The challenges that we face every day in this country are many. The most challenges that we have is communication, like I said, and employment opportunities. The Constitution of Kenya, Article 54, talks about the government will apportion 5% reservation for persons with disabilities, but we are sad that no deaf persons have ever been nominated after elections, in these past elections. So this needs to be taken seriously. With this economy, it's very, very difficult for us. And also without quality education, no quality health services, then there is no way this country can attain Vision 2030 or our SDG goals.
Hudson Asiema, founder of Deaf Elimu Plus, shared his experience being part of the Deaf Awareness Week.
So we have seen very many presenters, and we'll have a panel discussion. They're going to discuss about the advocacy of the deaf in terms of education, in terms of health issues, the breakthroughs that we need for the future, just spreading awareness. So we are hoping that we're going to advocate that KSL bill is going to be enacted. Thank you.
The turnout exceeded the expectations, which was a good thing for the host.
Actually, I had invited a few guys, but I'm surprised that very many people turned out, so I'm very happy about this. I'd organized for like 100, but you see, it's like over 100. So we are very delighted about this. So we want the USIU fraternity also to understand the deaf side. That's why we have invited them to come here. So I'm very happy about it.
Differently abled, differently